What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be checking out KD Collectibles life-size Goku bust. So this is their first life-size they've ever done. They showed full reveal pics today. They showed the teaser of the Goku face with arm, but they didn't reveal it as a bust with the base and everything until now. So there is a few different images. This is just a 3D concept, just here where it's not a physical prototype. So usually KD does this first so you have an idea of what it will look like, and then he actually, prints it and makes it once he does pre-orders, because it costs quite a bit of money to make a prototype. But what you see is what you're going to get. He's never varied far from the original concept to prototype. So here is the base. It's the same base as his 1/4 scale line, although he has now gone away from doing the Dragon Balls, the light up Dragon Balls in the base. He just has a black base with the dragons on each side. I personally really liked the Dragon Balls on the base. I thought it looked great and made it special. So just doing a black base with the little dragons is more like the competition, because a lot of them just did a Dragon Ball Z logo. He's just adding the little dragons on each side. I personally wish he'd go back to the Dragon Balls. It's kind of disappointing, to be honest. Although this one, there is some white stripe in the middle as well. And then there's a white LED right at the very top. So I think the base is okay. Don't think it's amazing. I personally think that the MRC base is a lot better for a life-size bust. This to me was the best DBZ bust. And I still think that this is better than KD Goku's bust, to be brutally honest. This is a similar one where it's one arm and then a cutoff arm. But I do think the MRC is overall better, which I did sell this. So the reason I sold it is because it's just too damn big. The thing weighed like 150 pounds. It took up so much space. And I really don't need a DBZ that's like freaking 4 feet tall. I just don't think DBZ warrants that when it comes to life size. So I don't know the measurements on this one, if it's an oversized bust like the MRC. So the body does look good. I think the arm cutoff looks a little bit weird on this Goku compared to the Trunks. I think Trunks looked a little bit more natural because he's wearing a jacket. It's not cutting off like his actual skin. Plus it's a little bit higher. So Goku does look a little bit more unnatural, I will say. It looks kind of weird. So there is a few different images. Personally, if it was me, I would have done just a full-blown double arm and I would have did Kamehameha. I know it would be a space hog, but that would have been the ultimate Goku bust because that is his signature move, what we know Goku of. Now, when it comes to sculpt, the body looks fine. I don't see any big issues. I think the cutout right here in the shirt looks a little funny. I would have probably tapered that off into more of a V, sharper V. The hair looks good, but I think that big one is a little too big. It looks just a little too big to me. The face does look really good. It definitely looks like Goku, especially when you compare it to the anime concept they showed off. Now, this is not a bad concept. I still think it's good, but I think they should have did Kamehameha. I think that would have been cooler. Now, this is, I believe, Super Saiyan 2, from what I can tell. Now, if you're going off accuracy, technically, Goku did not have that little symbol on his chest when he was Super Saiyan 2 in the Cell Saga. So, yeah, this is from KD's Facebook page. Now, he does also have this video. So check out this video. So you can definitely see there's great texture work, no doubt. The paint job's going to be immaculate on this, as all KD products are. The hair looks good. I don't know why they showed that. It's not even from Namek Saga. And it's not Super Saiyan 1, it's Super Saiyan 2. I think overall it's definitely absolutely fantastic bust, no doubt. I just wish they did Kamehameha, personally. And although the base does match their other 1/4 scales, I don't think it's like a mind-blowing base. I do think MRC's base is better. Now, he did also show off, if you just didn't install this arm, as you can see, it's almost like he's Gohan with just one arm. See, I think it'd look more natural if it was cut off right there instead of right there. Just cut it off like right there, just a little bit of the bicep. No bicep looks funny. Looks like he's one-armed. So that just looks a little bit funny. Yeah, see, I would definitely have some arm. I would just cut it off higher, like right there. Just like the Trunks MRC. I think that just looked a little bit more natural, and I never thought, oh, he looks like one-armed Gohan from this freaking, you know, movie. So overall, I do think it's an amazing bust. Now, his pricing is quite cheap, especially if you compare it to like what J. Ross was charging everyone. The details, I don't think it's up for pre-order just yet. Let me see. This is sculpted by Maycon, who's KD's main sculptor. He always does an absolutely fantastic job. So this is going to be priced $9.99. 1.5 arms with LED. And yet to populate on the site. So it should go up for pre-order really, really soon. And this is the final pre-order of a KD statue out there. Yeah, see, here someone did a image of what it would look like. I think that looks a little bit better. Like I said, cut it off right there. Even other people are stating, yeah, we should do it that way. Because the longer it goes, it just looks funny. I think that looks better. Although, personally, I would still just do a Kamehameha. This pose, it kind of reminds me of, like, my Batman Infinity Studios, in essence. The way the pose is done. Which, that one, you know, has the full arms. So, yeah, I definitely think that person who did that Photoshop, that is the way to go. Right there. This definitely looks better if you're going to do that pose. The only thing with this bust is that arm forward is going to be a space hog. You know, like I thought like, should I consider getting this? So again, in case you forget, these are my DBZ busts by J. Ross, where it's just your typical bust cut off at the shoulders. Now, KD's is obviously going to be much taller. It's going to have more chest, a cut-off arm, and then an arm forward. Now, that arm forward would completely block that statue, so it absolutely would not work in my display. Because of that arm forward, it blocked that entire statue. I'd have to completely rearrange my entire collection if I ever wanted to do the KD route. Now, I personally am still extremely happy with the J. Ross. It does have extremely good texture and detail and likeness to Goku. I love the paint work. It's not oversized, and it looks really good on my display. So I don't plan on buying the KD Goku. I'm still very happy with the J. Ross. It fits perfectly. It's not blocking anything. And I feel like for a half torso, for me personally, I just want to stick to Infinity Studios silicone busts. That, to me, warrants a half torso. You know, from a waist up, double-armed look. I already went the DBZ and tried it with MRC, which, you know, it was great, but it just took up too much space, and I think I just prefer these busts like this for DBZ. So I'm sticking with my J. Ross. I know a lot where you're going to ask. I'm sticking with these. I'm happy with them. They're already in the collection. They look fantastic. They have great texture and paint job, perfect likeness. And it looks really good on my display. I don't plan to change it. I don't think, you know, if I was to sell this and put KD there, it would look any better. I think it would look out of place, especially next to that Vegeta. You know, you'd have to get double KD if he did a Vegeta, which we don't know at this point yet. I'm sure he will, but we don't know just yet. But it also just would not fit in this setup. You know, so I'm going to stick with my J. Ross. I'm very happy with it. You know, and this one, as you can see, it doesn't have that massive hair, you know, like that big one. That looks more natural. The KD was like freaking huge. You know, and you can even compare to this. You know, like that's the big hair. The KD was freaking huge. So I think that hair needs to be fixed personally. But what do you guys think of the KD Goku bust? Obviously, we do need to see a physical prototype and everything. Overall, I mean, it probably will be a better bust than J-Ross, but it's $990 plus probably $400 in shipping. It's going to be a huge space hog and whatnot, so it's up to you if you guys want to get it. I'm sure the edition size will be probably 300 is my guess, 300 to 500, and I'm sure it will ship in the next 6 to 8 months. I mean, I think the biggest problem with the J-Ross is just production time. It takes way too long. Now, he's not like KD with a giant budget, owning a factory and all this. You know, he's just a single dude making some statues with a good factory, but the world's slowest factory that takes literally 3 years to make. It's like he's using Tsume's factory. It just takes way too long. But it is quality, no doubt. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents on the bust. Definitely amazing. Pass for me. I'm not looking to get any more DBZ busts. I'm happy with what I got, and I only want Goku and Vegeta. I don't want Trunks. I don't want Gohan. I want no other characters. Just these 2, which I already have, and I'm very happy with. And it, you know, just fits my display so perfectly. So I'm not looking to break up my perfect display. You know, like this to me is a perfect display. The way I have, you know, Dragon Fist bust, Dio bust 1/4, you know, and they match. So I'm not breaking this display up for anything. It's perfect. So, yeah. Also, I did move Broly here to, you know, the only thing I don't like Broly here is that Goku's kind of dangerous in this setup. I really don't like that. But I feel like if I could have this double Stuva or Besta, you know, look at it this way. I can fit 4 Prime 1 Force on 2. I mean, slightly over, but I could fit Prime 1 Vegeta, Tsume Frieza, Prime 1 Goku, which I think all 3 would look better up high versus this guy. So I'm also trying to think, should I consider putting Broly like inside of a freaking Stuva? You know, if I put like moved Gohan right there and did Broly just inside a Stuva so he's not, you know, dangerous right here. I've also considered, man, maybe I should just switch to KD's Broly. It doesn't have a Goku sticking out, and it has more presence, has multiple bust switch outs, and it just fit here better. You know, it'd also give me all of my villains, more or less, outside of androids in KD format. You know, I'm like, man, KD Broly would actually just fit better here because it's not angled like that. And his arm that is shooting forward is actually that arm. So it's not going to block or get hit when you're walking in the room. It's honestly kind of tempting. I just can't see myself selling my favorite DBZ statue, though. I feel like, God, maybe I should just have both. But I don't have space for that either. Anyways, folks, that is it for the video. Our next statue coming in is most likely going to be Prime 1 Virgil, which should hit customs or, you know, get off the port any day now. So really looking forward to adding that into the collection right there. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.